Yes, guys, welcome to WorldWideChels. As we invite you to this little therapy session we're about to have. I know everybody maybe had a good yell, maybe punched a couple holes in their walls, kicked a couple things around. Hopefully, they didn't harm any animals. But I know myself. I just want to hit something. That was awful, and I don't see where we go from here. Um, I'm joined by two great Chelsea fans. Somebody that lost more than most today. My good friend Alfred, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm a very lucky man. This is the greatest day of my life. Um, Chelsea win, and yeah, our chance for top four continues. Fucking not. Um, yeah, absolute bullshit ending to that game. Can't believe it. I thought, I thought after Kai converted that penalty, that we were gonna go on and do it. Hopefully, I mean, I knew in the back of my mind not to not to just jump to conclusions and get too excited because it is Chelsea Football Club after all, and shit like this just seems to happen far more often than it should. Unfortunately, yeah, we missed out on all 3 points, dropped a couple, more damage to our top four hopes. But just as did you even have any hope at all for top four, or were you completely in with the idea that just don't even hope for it because it's not going to happen?
Yeah, for me, I was more focused on the Champions League as our way in.
Mm,
But performances like this, and yeah, you can call out certain performances at certain points, but to me, it's on Potter. This is why I'm still Potter out because still has his weak mindset that we're a mid-table team scrapping for every point, and so we need to set up shop. Park the bus, the aircraft carrier. I don't know. Um, you, just everything we have. Let's park it and take all attack away from our team, and let's play prevent defense. That's what they call it in the NFL, American football. And most of the time when you do that, you allow the teams to get into rhythm, start feeling themselves because you're not aggressive anymore. You're just going to sit back and accept what comes. Well, when you do that, you allow people to gain confidence. One or two mistakes, and boom, there you go. All it takes is one or two mistakes. When you sit back like that, and bing, bang, boom, we're sitting here with 1 point, looking like right idiots instead of 3 points, looking to build. This is not acceptable from a Chelsea Football Club manager. This, you know, this aggression will not stand. The dude abides. We cannot have this any longer. He's got to go. He's just got to go. You have to bring in somebody with a winning mindset, not somebody that is just, like I said, mayonnaise. Nothing. It's just mayonnaise.
well, the thing is now he's before this game 3 wins in a row. He's progressed in the Champions League, so the odds of him leaving have probably been slashed significantly. um, I don't know if you agree with that or not. I just
Oh, he's not going this year. I'm telling
yeah.
you what I want. But
Mm,
realistically, that time has passed unless we start getting down there toward the relegation zone, and then of course you have to make that change to spark something.
mm,
But this
mm,
is just it's not good enough. You take your cues from your manager, and your manager's putting on players that say we don't need technical ability. If you take off Christian Pulisic, who is driving them back. When you're aggressive, you put them on the back foot. When you let off of it, they get on the front foot. So you bring in a Mudryk to take his place. You don't bring
mm.
Conor Gallagher in. Fine, he played all right, but you ever think we're going to get better with Conor Gallagher on the pitch? I mean, is that the substitution you would make?
No, look, I'm convinced that Mudryk is sleeping with Potter's wife at this point.
Like somebody needs to.
So something's going on. Why is he not playing this man? Why did he not get a single minute in this game? I'm getting so sick of this man. He's such a talented player. We have to see this man play. What has he done? What is the reason behind this crap?
I really don't know. That's something you're going to have a journalist, if we have any anymore, actually ask Potter at a press conference. But that won't happen because they all have, the little clickbaity stories they'd rather ask to get some content about.
Hmm.
But he's back, the man of the hour,
Apologies.
the best dressed, the well hatted, Mr. WorldWideChels himself, Sadiq, my guy. What in
Thank
the
you.
world? Tell
Yeah.
me something that I didn't say.
Listen, I mean, I've been listening on my phone whilst my laptop is always crashing 24/7. Thank you for both of you taking over. It really means a lot. Everyone tuned in, like the video as always. Big up Serena for the super chat, which we'll get into. The subs, man, the subs are absolutely shocking. This game, yes, we could have scraped through with a win with another penalty, but just as always, my friend, you're right. You're right again and again and again and again. It's. I've always said, as long as we win, I don't care how we play, we have to get some momentum in. Obviously, we had 3 wins on the trot. You kind of can feel you can get that 1-0 win or 2-1 win, which was happening until we conceded in the last second. Alfred, my thoughts and prayers go out to you, obviously. I really hoped you actually won that for yourself because that was a very, very good results and all the other ones that you said. But it's unacceptable, these subs, Did Mudryk even come on?
No,
No,
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I mean, he must have got excited over a few wins, and now I'm telling you guys, I watched Gallagher come on, and it hurts. I can't stress this, people. It hurts to see Gallagher on. Just as
yeah,
you have to tell me something. You can't tell me Gallagher comes on, bro. Like,
look, you can say that there was players that started the game that actually should have done better for the goals. I'll agree with you on that. Koulibaly should have done better on the second one, and so should have Kepa. Okay, fine. That's obvious. But why were they in that position? Why?
yeah,
Because when a team starts the game, they get into a flow of rhythm, and they play in they build chemistry. And when you start to substitute the majority of those players off in key areas, then you're asking somebody to come in cold and mesh right away. Also, what you've done is change the tactics by the players that you brought on. And you're allowing us again to come off the gas, play on the back foot to the front foot. So you allow them to build confidence, build some swag, and get forward, and put two past us. And again, Koulibaly should have done better. Kepa should have done better, but the manager's substitutions really set the tone for those things happening. So, and I guess lateness is greatness, Carlito. Is that what I'm hearing here? Lateness is greatness.
No, let's hear what Sadiq has to say. Nope, I don't have anything to say.
yeah. I mean, look, it's another 2 points dropped. Really, that's all we can say. It's not good enough. Just as there's nothing really else to add. I've been saying Kepa as well. Everyone gets excited.
Brilliant analysis. Brilliant.
Everyone gets excited over Gallagher, Kepa, Loftus Cheek. This is why we're in this situation because we support this shit. That's what it is. That's great analysis.
No, that's your analysis.
All right. Well, I'd love to hear what you have to say on the subject.
I have nothing to say.
Well, that's disappointing.
Nope.
Nope, not going to say it, huh?
No.
All right. Well, we'll move on. Look, I thought the first 45 minutes were relatively, we looked on the front foot. But again, it's all, you know, we had the ball, we had all the cutting edge, but there was nothing. There was no end product. And we get to the half at 0-0, come out for the second half right away, get our first goal. We're riding high, make our first substitution, and concede.
Hmm.
And I thought that the correct substitution, and I'm fine with substituting Pulisic out. It's not like he was great. Don't think it's that who was subbed. It's who came on that I have a problem with. For me, that should have been Mudryk. They were getting tired in the back. You put somebody with fresh legs with that pace and keep going at them. Keep driving them back. Let them play defense. Don't give them any air to breathe. When you sit back, you allow that to happen. And so you can say, yes, individual errors led to the goals, but the table was set by the manager and the substitutions and the tactics that he employed.
Hey, Jared,
Yes.
I'm not exonerating the manager,
Okay.
and I'm not exonerating his choices. If you think that I am, you're wrong.
No,
I wouldn't have done that. And I'm really disappointed that he did. If you think that I'm some fucking Potter in dickhead, I am not. The only thing I care about is my club. That's the only thing I care about. Decisions made that I wouldn't have done, they piss me off. They piss me off. I am very, very disappointed in Koulibaly being hasty and Kepa having a hand that he should have saved. But it starts with the subs. But my God, if you, all of you that are listening and watching, if you fucking exonerate Koulibaly and Kepa for that goal, I swear to God, you don't actually give a fuck about this team.
I
Because
think
that is some bullshit. That is some unprofessional shit. They knew that we had to win this game, and they pulled that shit. That disrespectful defending and goalkeeping. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm beside myself. And Sadiq, you know what? You and I, we're gonna hash this out afterwards. But I'll swear to God, man. I swear to God, man. Don't you ever disrespect me again. I'm out.
okay, I have no idea what's going on there. So, yeah, of course, it's never look when you talk about a manager and a team that's out the squad that's out on the pitch. It's a relationship between the men. It's a relationship between the two. So you can't ever say, "Oh, it's 100% this person or 100% that person." Yes, individual errors led to the goal, but you can also come back and say, "Yes, Potter's substitutions and the tactics he employed were also not good enough." So when you put those two things together, you come up with 2 points lost, and we go back to square one. We start over because the relationship there just blew up on both ends.
But is it only just the subs then?
Well, for me, it was the subs. I really do. The subs, but the subs bring you different tactics, right? Conor Gallagher is more of a midfielder. He was playing more of a midfielder than a forward. He took off a forward and put a midfielder. So that already, even though he does like to get forward, he's the mindset is, okay, this guy's going to help us pressure, run around like a road runner, and hopefully not cause us too much problems. I mean, he wasn't on there for about 30 seconds, and then he made a questionable tackle, a late tackle right off the bat. So this guy is he's a yellow to red card waiting to happen, and
Yeah.
he's not going to keep possession of the ball because he's either going to nab the ball, dribble a couple times, lose it, make a bad pass. He doesn't fit, there's no cutting edge there most of the time. So if you want somebody to keep possession of the ball and be threatening and pin them back, Mudryk was the correct substitution. And that is very short-sighted by this manager. Really is.
Yeah. Look, the subs obviously is always going to be negative. I thought Koulibaly had a good game initially. I was tweeting it as well. He had a good game, I felt. He gave it his all. Well, I don't know how he gets destroyed right at the end. It just doesn't make sense. I still don't understand. And Kepa's Kepa. I already knew about this Kepa. We get excited over a few games. This guy's captain of Chelsea, by the way. When Kovacic come off, no, he was captain.
Yeah.
That's not fucking captain. I can tell you that. That's not captain. I'm surprised these guys are even captain.
Shit happens, man. What can you do?
Well,
but it's happened too many times. That's the thing.
Look, it's if you think we're going to do anything with moments like that popping up against Everton, what about moments like that? How many more moments would we have like that with the pressure that an Arsenal or a Man City would put on us, or even a Liverpool?
Yeah.
Because you can't say, "Oh, so and so was tired." I don't want to hear that. You're an athlete, right? You're supposed to build your body, and so your body won't fail your mind, and vice versa. Your mind won't fail your body. So I don't want to hear this. He was tired. No, sorry. It's not like we're paying. When was the last time he played? It's been a week, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
So now we get to go on international break on a down. That's where we get 2 weeks of no football, and us just sitting here holding, what's in our hand, going, what could have been?
What about Kante? Do you think Kante should have come on, or do you think it was too early?
If you're going to set up shop and just relax, who's the best player we have on our team to do that, to break up play? Yeah, N'Golo Kante. If you put, if you put somebody on the bench, they are fit to come into the game.
Yeah.
Sorry, if you're not fit to come into the game, you don't get a place on the bench. If that's for the last 10, 15 minutes of this game to help break up play, to help us defensively, why was it? If that's what you're going to do, Graham Potter, you've got N'Golo Kante on there. You've already let one goal go in. Yes, you got a lucky penalty. Okay, anytime you get a penalty, it's poor play from the other team. So it's not like we were so terrific that we got a second goal. It was a penalty. Okay.
No, definitely.
Bring N'Golo Kante on. Let him just smash the rest of the game. So
were we missing Mason Mount today?
No. We had Mason Mount on the pitch. His name is Conor Gallagher. Although Conor Gallagher is a little bit faster.
Gallagher's quite quick, actually. Yeah, he's quite quick.
He's faster than Mount, but that's what would have Mount done differently? Nothing.
More pressing, angry eyes.
I don't know. TikTok. Fall down, get a pubic injury.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a bit surprised with the news that come out last night and then obviously today about him. I don't know if it was a team morale put down, or when news come up before the game or something. But it is what it is, people.
Patrick, you cannot argue that.
No way.
No way. No
way.
You could argue that
Mount is better than Felix.
You could argue that if you're in a pub in London and you've had about 10 pints, you could argue that. But if you're arguing that sober, really, my guys, seek help.
Bro, if you watch today, Felix, it's not about numbers only, bro. His overall game, being involved around everything, Felix is flipping clear. Today would have shown you what he can do. Oh my days, bro. This is worse than Minerals FC. The fuck? Seriously,
So,
Patrick, this is bad, bro. Honestly, this is bad. This is really, really bad.
I not to kick a dead horse, but why not? Um, to all of those one-footed players that we've had here recently and still do. Um, if you want to see a right-footed player finish with his left, I know it didn't count, but that shows that certain players have 2 feet, certain players only have one. And if you're standing for a player that's only one-footed, less of that. So if you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Come on, man. We have one sitting on wasn't even on the bench today. That is so left-footed. He's never been right in his life, and the other one is so right-footed. He goes in circles. He's constantly going right.
Oh shit! Yeah. I just got it. Sorry, I'm sorry, man. I'm having a slow day. Apologies.
That's all right.
But
Kind of like Chelsea, huh?
exactly. Maybe we need Callum Hudson-Odoi, orange slices.
Well, why? Did do circles with the right foot only? Woo, woo.
Yeah, Hakan Ziyech, Cucurella. Well, I mean, look, you can.
That's why Cucurella plays left back, dude.
Yeah.
Because he's one-footed, and you can get away with being one-footed when you play defense. There's a defensive position. He's not supposed to be saucy and have two feet. He's not a forward.
Henry, that Conte press conference is a few hours old, my friend. He's already said all this. It's old news. Some people want Conte back at Chelsea. People.
No, because you know which number 9 will be our number 9 next year if that happens.
Fuck that. Look, I totally understood that one straight away. I understood that one straight away. I can tell you that. I would be like, yeah, if he scores 20 goals, I'll forgive him. And if he bangs my wife, I'll forgive him.
I will.
Alfred's not married though, so he can't be banging nobody.
Yeah, but he said I agree. He said I will after I said if he banged his wife. He said I agree. I would.
If he bangs in 20 goals and helps us win a Premier League or win the Champions League, and I had a wife, go for it. I don't hold grudges forever like you, bro.
That is true.
Especially not over some stupid little pissy fucking interview. If he comes back and he bangs like crazy, and I'm not saying he will or that I want him to, but if he does, I'm not going to keep calling him a dickhead and keep bringing up some stupid wank stain of an interview after the man just helped us win a Premier League and or a Champions League, because that wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be fair.
I think this is why your betting let you down today.
I think we have Johnny in disguise in the chat.
Yeah, Johnny in disguise in the chat, and also this brown envelope right here.
Bro, my betting didn't let me down. My fucking useless cunt of a fuckwit team let me down. Because just once, by the way, for everyone watching, I didn't elaborate more on what Uncle Justin said at the start of the stream when he said
What do you say?
that I lost more than some others, more than most today. I had one game left on a bet slip, which was Chelsea to beat Everton. Had they have beaten Everton, I would have received 710 Australian dollars. Now, at 1-1, I had an option to cash out at 360, and I thought, no, we have another goal in us. I believe in the ability of this team to go on and win this game. And we got our penalty, we got our goal. I was in heaven again. I was so close, so fucking close. And then, of course, what should happen but the typical Chelsea concede a goal right at the end of a game because we can't hold a lead for shit in most games. And yeah, unbelievable. And it hurts. It hurts more also because it's damaged our already very minimal chance for top four, which I still believed prior to this game was, even though unrealistic, still possible. And now with that shithousery that we saw at Stamford Bridge today, it's made things a lot more difficult. So good luck, Chelsea.
What it is, what it is. You know,
You should have cashed out, bro. Should have cashed out.
Well,
You should have cashed out when it was 2-1. That's what you should have done.
you couldn't cash out at 2-1, could you?
You can.
I could. I would have gotten 400. It was sitting on $480.
Should have cashed it. Should have cashed it.
Let it ride, man. You said let it ride. Let it ride.
Nah, man. I don't trust Chelsea, man. Only Champions League. I have a bit of faith.
Yeah.
But
You know,
Well, you know what
they
hurts
were
the,
hard as a marshmallow.
you know what hurts the most? I even knew that I wasn't going to win the bet. I just wanted to believe that I would, but I had that gut feeling. I just knew that it wasn't going to happen, and I still stuck in there. I thought, nah, this time it's going to happen. This is finally my time. And bro, would you know it? A couple of minutes from, very few minutes away from the end of the game, and not to be.
unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be for Alfred. But I can tell you something. Something good will happen your way. Maybe in the Champions League. Something might go right for you. Who knows? But same old performance, man. I mean, Jess has been saying it time and time again. Yes, we've been getting the win recently, but just hasn't been there. You know, teams will punish us, and Everton are not even the best team. I don't think they've scored more than one goal in a game or something. I heard a stat during the game. They didn't score more than one goal or something.
They scored 2 goals in only 3 of their games all season. Something like that.
0 away, I believe.
Yeah, or since
Or
last
no,
year.
They've
Yeah.
scored 1 away, one time against Nottingham Forest. 2 away.
Oh, bro, that hurt.
And that's the first 2 goals they've scored on our grounds in 5 years.
Oh, if that's not bad luck, I don't know what is, man. That hurts me even more.
Yeah, that's it's just not good enough. And again, blame all players all you want. That's fine if they were involved in the goals that we conceded. It's fair enough. But don't forget the manager sets the tone, sets the table for everybody else to eat. And if you're serving manky food, sometimes people get food poisoning and throw up. And that's what we did. We threw up all over ourselves twice.
We sure did.
And so this confirms that we need to get if it's Sanchez is going to be the goal. Is it Sanchez at Brighton?
Yeah, Sanchez, yeah.
Because at least he's tall.
Bro, we got 2 already.
No, Mindy is no. Let's not even go there.
But he had a fantastic campaign in Champions League, bro.
He's washed. He is too slow. He's too slow. Just leave it there.
I'm tired of Brighton, though, man.
Well, if they're going to stick with Potter and that's who they want, there's 2 sides of this. Yes, I want to change the manager. Absolutely, 100%. But if they decide they're going to stick with Potter, at least give him the players he wants so he can't say, you didn't give me the players. Within reason. So if that's who he wants at keeper, then go get him the keeper he wants. Because I don't want any excuses when we throw this guy out of the club that he didn't get his players or we didn't give him time. I don't want to hear any of that shit.
No, it's very true. It's very true. I mean, this team should be winning most of the home games, regardless. No matter how many players we buy, we should be still winning these games. Do you remember how it was when people used to be scared to come to the bridge and we win most of the times?
Bro, we used to have games won by half time.
Yeah,
know?
but we had killers on the team,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
and we had managers who instilled that into the team. If you weren't going to be a killer, no. See you later.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't understand how there are so many managers that don't understand the simple ideology that goals win games. If you score more goals than your opposition, you will win. So it doesn't matter if you concede one or two, just score more. Why do you defend like a pussy to defend the lead with a few minutes left in a game? Just go and kill it off. Go and
You
kill
know,
the game off.
sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes not like that. The pressure
Nah.
builds. The pressure builds, and you know you naturally defend. You know, I've never seen a team manage to just continue to attack, especially in the last 5 minutes.
No, Man City does it all the time.
Bro,
Man City.
Yeah,
we
Man
were
City.
we were going at them the entire game, man. Why did we stop doing that?
Yeah, look,
That's what I'm saying.
sometimes the best defense is a good offense. So if you keep pinning them back, if you're continually dangerous, then either number one, they're going to concede because you catch them out, or number two, they're just going to pack it in and say, we just don't want any more damage. It's it's when you throw volumes of punches at people, they just have to cover up. Okay. If not, if they try to come out, they're going to catch one on the chin. And that's what we could have done today. But instead, we have mayonnaise as our manager. Yeah, that's what we got. No spice, no imagination, just mayonnaise.
It's gonna be fun watching this kind of defensive play with Vinicius Junior coming at us.
Well, they'll play into our. I'm not worried about. See, that's the thing people don't understand. Is Premier League games are a lot tougher than most Champions League games. I don't care if it is Real Madrid. They're going to play in there. We already know how Real Madrid's going to play. And it fits exactly what we want to do.
We will play. Yeah.
That's why I'm not worried about the Real Madrid matchup. I could see us losing every game up to the Real Madrid match and beating them still.
Yeah. No, facts.
Yeah.
I'm serious, but that's because of the different cultures involved in and how they want to play and the leagues they're in. But who do we have when we come back? Who's our first game back after internationals? Anybody know?
Liverpool, I think.
No, hang on, I'll check quickly.
It's either Villa or Liverpool.
I think it's Villa.
I'm pretty sure it's Aston Villa, yeah. And then
and they just won today.
Yeah. Liverpool's on the 1st of April, though, I think.
April Fool's Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, then we got Liverpool and Wolves both at home.
So
this is what I'm saying. This is a good opportunity, including this game that we had today. We had 3 games in a row at home in the Premier League. It was just such a good opportunity to keep that momentum going against teams that we are very capable of beating, and yeah, instead we just copped stupid goals at the end of the game and cost Alfred $700.
Who's waiting for Silva?
A fraud called Serrano.
Oh.
Thank you for the introduction.
Welcome. How are you, man?
Good. Didn't like the game, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, by the way, your private message, I just checked. It says your estimated delivery is March 20th to 22nd.
Wow, thank you.
I hope that answers your question. But yeah, who was your man in the match today? Kepa?
Mount
Yeah, Mount. Yeah, okay.
for not playing.
Not bad.
Maybe we missed him today. Maybe we needed him to, come on.
He's not fit.
So they say he's not fit.
Broke his dick.
Where is Fofana? I wanted to ask this question. Where is Fofana? I didn't see him in the squad.
No, he's playing with the under 21s
Why?
because for game time he's very raw. It's raw.
He nearly won us a game. What game was it? Do you remember when he went round the goalie?
Yeah.
What game was that?
That was
Alfred's got it. Come on,
West
Alfred.
Ham?
It was. I know it was one of his first games, or it might have been actually his very first game.
We all know
It
that,
was
bro.
indeed.
We all know that.
Well, I can't remember who it was against.
Maybe
All right,
West
well,
Ham.
you know everything. Who was it against? And why are you asking me if you know everything?
No, I said we know it was his first game. I didn't know who it was. I think it was West Ham. I think. Anyway,
Yeah, me too.
so what's next, guys?
What's next for us? Two
What's
weeks of pining over this 2 points dropped.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess I get to watch U.S. men's national team play under no coach, so we don't have one.
Wait, your manager's gone.
Yeah.
When?
Well, his contract, I believe, is up, and
No way. He's got because he had a fight with Reino, no?
yeah.
So,
I thought he was. I think that, but also after each World Cup run, I think they renew or they
They
come
let
together
go.
to decide if they're going to keep the manager or not. And I don't think it's decided yet. So whether he's still there, I don't know. It's all stupid.
They could ask Graham Potter if they want.
Hell no. I'd rather have Jesse Marsh than Graham Potter.
Jesse
At least
Marsh.
At least he attacks,
Yeah.
not plays. Let's sit back, protect our
Guys.
1-0 lead.
He just shows good hoodie over there.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful hoodie. Where can we get these?
WorldWideChels.com/store, people. That's where we can find it, man. That's where we can find it. They're all the guys in the US get it very quickly. I'm not gonna lie to you. Alfred,
Yeah, I know.
I'm really sorry. I'm really, really sorry because you were the first guy to order weeks ago. But I think there must be something with the delivery time with Australia, bro.
Yeah, don't be sorry, bro. It's not your fault. It's as you said. You know, I'm down under over here. You know, it takes us longer to get stuff. I guess. And
I
yeah,
apologize, man, because it takes me about 20 hours to get to you from here. So
They said that this logo is going to be on the other side for you because everything is backwards down there, and like the water goes backwards.
Hey
alright.
guys, I think I need to step out for a minute because I got a mail right now saying that the package has been received.
go on, son.
Wow.
Well, maybe that's what happened to mouse package. You got shipped to somebody. Hey,
Live,
more
live
cubic.
on WorldWideChels, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that was quite quick because he ordered the other day. So I mean, 4
Mine was
days.
here quick,
Yeah, how many days did your one take?
like 4 or 5.
Oh yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's quite decent. Mine took 4 or 5 as well. It's quite decent. Alfred's gonna take 30.
You know
Unfortunately,
where the warehouse is, right?
nah. I mean, in US,
United States.
yeah, no. But they've got branches in UK as well. They've got branches in each country.
Yeah, but it's depending on where they're at and where if they're pre-made, because I know you probably have to buy so many at first, or at least order a certain
Some.
run
Yeah.
to get the pricing and everything. So
Yeah.
if they're pre-made, they have to be stored somewhere. They still got to be shipped. If they're made here, then they have to be shipped.
All the way from the US, people.
Yeah. Well, that means we don't use any child labor.
Yeah, we actually don't. And that's a very, very good point, my friend.
It's 100% child labor free.
That's 100% correct. I can tell you that myself.
See, bro, I had plans after this game to jump straight on the WorldWideChels
I know, man.
website
I
and
know.
and
They've
buy that
ruined it.
hoodie, buy that hoodie that you're wearing, man. The bastards ruined it.
They've ruined it. They've ruined it. But we'll come back another day. We'll come back stronger. Champions League dream is still alive. I think that's all we can focus on now. As I said, in Europe, it's different. We always do well in Europe. But the league, I just don't understand whether it's just mentality after taking the lead and low block teams who can't break them down. It wasn't as frustrating as the previous performances. It was still frustrating in general. Don't get me wrong. The chances that we're trying to make, but I don't know, man. These low block teams, we just can't break them. I don't know what it is.
Okay, well, I have a quote here for you from
Let's
Mr.
hear the quote.
Mayonnaise himself,
Let's hear it.
and I'm gonna say it in my best mayonnaise voice.
Mhm.
I thought we showed a lot of positive things. We can do a little bit better in the final third. It was a step forward in terms of our performance. But when you drop points, you have to be disappointed. My God.
I think that's a correct quote. No.
What would Mourinho do? WWMD.
Hey, I'll say.
Hey!
There we go.
I bring it back on camera, man. Let me see that again. Come on.
That's the blue version of yours, isn't it?
Is it blue? I'm colorblind.
Yeah, I believe it is blue.
Is that blue or black? Because
It's
got
blue.
light.
It's
He's got a light
navy.
on. He's got a light
It's
on.
the navy.
Yeah, it's navy. The black ones are a lot darker, and then there's like a navy one that looks kind of black, but it's not. It's not like Jared's, like the one Jared.
Yeah,
Is that black, Jared? It's not. It's navy, isn't it?
Yeah, mine's navy.
Yeah.
It's lighting that makes it.
The lighting. Yeah.
These probably got a more yellow light, and everything in here is a blue light.
I'm blind, colorblind as well.
Hey, Sadiq, sorry, this is something which I asked Carlito as well. Why aren't you guys having that WorldWideChels cap with that same logo?
We can ask him today. Actually, it's a good question, my friend.
Yeah, I like that the hoodie logo on the cap as well. Like, it's a really good addition.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'll mention it to him
I'm just
today.
waiting on my Walter White hat with the WorldWideChels logo.
Oh, no, we need to tell Carlito. Carlito's in charge of the ideas, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I can go full Walter White.
For Walter White, my friends. NS Sports in the comments. NS Sports, the fraud, who never comes on anymore. NS Sports people.
But I just think that Potter's quote was kind of like, again, it's just mayonnaise. It's just a basic quote. It's none. Mourinho would have been on players' butts today.
Yeah.
He would have been starting up the bus, throwing players underneath it, running them over, putting it in reverse, backing over them again, putting it in drive, running
What's
over
that?
again.
What's that based on? His first campaign with Chelsea, or the second one?
Mourinho?
Because the first one,
That's how
we
he
don't have
is.
players like that anymore. Today's all about TikTok.
Mourinho don't care.
But he can't get the best out of them anymore. The players aren't built like that. He said
No, what I'm
himself.
saying is you as a manager, you cannot relate a basic statement like that after the game. Okay? The statement you put out was a draw. There was nothing, there was positive and negative. There was nothing, when you drop points to Everton, we're Chelsea Football Club, we're not Brighton. You better, that statement better be fire. You better climb up in somebody's bum and make sure this type of stuff doesn't ever happen again. If you're laid back like him and, I don't want to hurt their feelings, and this is going to happen again because you don't instill any sort of confidence, any sort of maybe even fear of repercussions of your game time going out the window. You cannot let stuff like this stand.
They did say Potter's a nice guy. He gets along, he tries to get along with everyone. He's too nice. He can't get angry.
I don't like nice guys finishing last.
Yeah.
You got to be ruthless sometimes.
You do.
We have seen that not only in Mourinho, we have seen that in Tuchel, we have seen that in Conte, we have seen that in all the top managers. Take Ferguson, for example. I still remember a interview from Patrice Evra, where he said that he used to stay silent and scared in the dressing room when United lost because of the hairdresser from Alex Ferguson. That is the kind of the dressing room we need. Not a dressing room where everyone feels like shit and the manager's like, oh, it's okay. Just another day. We'll get it again.
Where's Matt?
He's ill. He texted me.
No. Not that Matt.
Oh.
The other Matt. Kepa's
The other
girlfriend.
Matt. The other Matt is a fraud. I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's Kepa's girlfriend. Where's he at?
I have no idea, but he's a fraud as well.
I call him the Kepa Johnny.
Kepa Johnny, you know.
Kepa. For me, he should have dove to his right and left his feet to the left. And what he did, it was backwards, because it's the hardest part of your body to get on the floor as a keeper when the ball is struck close to you is your arm. It's the furthest away from the ground, right? Your legs are the closest thing to the ground. So you can fold your legs to the open side and your hand to the nearest side. And it's easier to stop a close-in ball. But it's quick reaction, and most of the time, keepers go the way the Kepa did. You're not supposed to. Because your legs are always what should be stopping that ball.
The guy does that. Well, maybe not recently, but he used to do that one time. He used to say
Neuer's great at it too.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
That's just good keepers. I mean, some of that is just you have to have kind of an inkling or a feeling of what kind of ball is going to be struck, and kind of guess. Some of it is guesswork, but for me, if you're going to dive for that ball, you better get down. It's very difficult when the ball's underneath you that close.
Mendy would have saved that.
No.
Should we bring in Terry?
He wouldn't have.
Should we bring in Terry?
Terry?
Yeah.
For what?
Keeper?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't go one game. Yeah, I remember.
Yes.
You watched on YouTube, yeah? I saw that.
No, I'm still saying bring in Slow Nino.
Look, that's one thing I do want to point out as well. Even at the start of the game or first off, or whatever, but the French connection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some of the players, did they step up today? Fofana, did he step up today?
I thought Fofana was brilliant. I thought he was great. I mean, did you see the run forward?
Yeah, he kept running forward. Yeah.
The dude is quick, lightning quick. He's gonna be a superstar. We were fine until we made our first substitution.
Who came in first? Gallagher
for
Pulisic. That's an L. That's an L.
Let's see here. Let's see the flow of the game.
Gallagher came on first. That's mad.
Yeah, Gallagher came on in the 62nd minute. And in the 69th minute, they scored.
Shit. But it came from a corner, no?
It did come from a corner.
I'll let him off for that, obviously, because corners are corners, bro. You can't do anything but unless it came from him, the mistake. I'm trying to remember how the corner came.
No, but here's the deal, right? Sadiq, I have been noticing this and seeing this a lot. We are bleeding in corner kicks. Not many of the elite teams are bleeding in corner kicks. We are bleeding. When there is a corner kick, how many Chelsea fans are like, yeah, we have this in our bag. We are anxious.
Well,
that's the thing.
It's not just the set piece or the goal that was scored. The preceding time, once Connor came on, if I can get the exact minute on the timeline, I don't know if I can. I don't think it lets me. It shows the goal. But you can see that as soon as Christian comes off and Connor comes on, they get on the ball. And then they get the majority of the possession. It builds up to the goal and they score. And then after we score, Cheeks comes on, Chukwemeka and Chalaba, and then they're on the ball again until they score.
Yeah.
So you have to see that the substitutions are causing the dips in play, because if you are trying to park the bus and hold out your lead, you don't want to substitute defensive players because it's hard to build chemistry in such a short period of time. Unless Fofana was injured, which I think he just had cramps. I do not know why Wesley Fofana was pulled off that pitch. He better be out and not able to go to France. If he's fully fit and they took him off that pitch, an inquest needs to be made, because that's an awful substitution. You don't do that when you're trying to hold a lead, especially if the coach has told you, sit back. That is just horrible, a horrible substitution. Why did you bring on Ruben Loftus-Cheek? What was the point in that?
Did you know he's made 16 starts this season?
Ruben?
Yeah.
I don't care.
He is back in this squad, people.
He's not back in the squad.
He's an important player for this depth.
The substitution meant nothing. It was a substitution for the sake of substituting. You changed nothing with that substitution. All you did is put somebody who can dribble his way out of a problem for somebody that probably can't dribble his way out of the problem. I just, they were already overtaking our midfield. So what you should have done is left Kova on, and dropped Gallagher into the midfield, made a proper midfield three, because they were overrunning our midfield. And just by replacing one of them was not going to do you anything to stay that away. So when the pressure got to us, we folded like cheap suits, and we couldn't handle the pressure.
Like usual in the Premier League, unfortunately. So enough. Is there anything or Alfred you guys want to add? Because obviously it's a frustrating draw. There's not really much to talk about. We've seen this week in, week out. Obviously, last couple of weeks we've got the winning. Except Dortmund's performance, this is the same type of performance. It just hasn't worked out, unfortunately. So is there anything else you guys want to add?
Are we solely missing Silva? That's the only question which I have in mind.
Silva. Yeah, look, leadership, I guess so.
Probably,
When shit hits the fan, we need a leader who should, calm things down. I'm just asking the leadership. Are we missing that kind of leadership?
Well, I think more so we missed the fact that Silva would have not done what Koulibaly did at the end of the game. That's more so what we missed. If that was Thiago Silva, they don't score the second goal.
That's very
I can tell you that for sure. So for me, I'm not so much on the leadership, other than the fact that for that particular play, that doesn't happen to Thiago.
That's true.
Meanwhile, at Man City, they have won 6-0.
Okay, they beat.
We need Haaland.
Who did they play?
I think West Ham.
No, it wasn't West Ham.
I might be wrong.
It was Burnley.
It was Burnley. How did Ian Maatson do in that game? What? Let's see what his SOFA score number was.
Chelsea fans saying bring him back.
How the hell with that?
Wait, I don't even know if he was playing,
Who?
so I'll take that comment back.
Who? Bring whom back?
Maatson had a 5.8.
Maatson.
Are we missing Timo? Are we missing Timo now? Lack of goals, Timo Werner.
Let me tell you something about Timo. He was so frustrating, but at least he created.
No, I don't think we had a problem really creating. The last pass was kind of it, but I don't have a problem scoring 2 goals. It's the fact that we gave up 2 goals to Everton. One was on a set piece and one was out off a stupid play.
Mm.
So again, 2 goals is fine. You know, there's not teams barely average. I don't know. When was the last team that averaged 3 or 4 goals a game in a season? Not too many teams do
Not
that.
too many teams. Yeah.
Not in the Premier League, anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with 2 goals a game. You get 2 goals a game, you expect the Chelsea Football Club can defend a 2-goal lead. We didn't have a 2-goal lead, but we scored 2 goals. You would expect that with 2 goals would be enough to win you just about any match, unless you're playing City or people, people like that.
But
Other than that,
just we had only 1 goal lead. We didn't have 2-goal lead.
Yeah, but we scored 2.
but we scored 2 goals.
That is the difference. 1 goal lead means like at every time we scored, and at any point in the game we saw only 1 goal lead. If you see just the score, yes, it was a 2-goal lead. But if you see the timeline, it was always a 1-goal lead. Like we hit the goal, they hit the goal, then again we responded, and then they responded.
We know.
I'm saying if you score 2 goals in a game when you're Chelsea Football Club, you should expect all 3 points, unless you're playing somebody in the top 4.
Yeah.
Playing Everton and scoring 2 goals and not getting 3 points should not happen.
Yeah. Definitely. I agree.
Today has scarred me for life, lads. I'm going to be, even if we're 3-0 up in the 89th minute, I'm still going to be skeptical that we're going to pick up all 3 points.
I don't know how you're going to sleep tonight.
Oh, bro, I'm not. I've got too much anger, bro. I'm fucking fuming. I'm so pissed off, man. Moments away from absolute happiness to just having it ripped away like that in such a stupid fashion after leading twice. Chelsea Football Club, one of the biggest clubs in the world,
Imagine you put, like, before the game you said draw. I wonder how. I think it would have been more in it. It would have been more than 700. I think.
Bro,
For the draw.
I would have believed in a draw if it was like a nil draw, because Sean Dyche is capable of closing the game. He's very good at parking the bus, but 2-2 draw is something which even I didn't expect.
I actually wanted to put a draw, but my Chelsea bias just didn't allow me. Like I can't do it. If I'm going to put Chelsea in a bet, I have to put them down to win. Otherwise, if it comes down to them being the last game, I don't want to have to hope that they draw, to win $2,000 or $3,000 or whatever stupid bet I make, because those are usually the kind of bets I make. I don't make small ones. It's just not fun for me. I like to make these crazy, ambitious ones.
You should have cashed out.
Bro, but look, I had faith that we could get another goal. We did. We just couldn't keep the lead, man. And yeah.
Are we going to win the Champions League?
Yes.
Well, of course we are.
Just
Champions League different.
Jared,
We gonna win what?
are we going to win the Champions League?
What's he working
I
out?
love you, man. I love you.
What's he working out? He's working out Graham Potter. What's going on?
No, I'm working out the math with
The probability.
Grandfather staying and with Grandfather leaving. I'm trying to see if I can get there with Grandfather staying.
So with Graham Potter staying, how much is the math? How much is the probability?
The math is not good. It's at 50.00 or 50.000001.
That's a good probability.
That's a good amount. That's a good amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just barely above 50%.
Yeah, that's
And
What
the
about
question is,
without
yes or
Potter?
no. But
Without Potter?
it's really 45-45 with about 10 going to if Champions League gets canceled.
Cancelled.
Cancel for what?
You got to fit in. You have to put in variables when you do equations.
I
You
agree.
just
I
can't say
agree. But
it
if
can't
you're counting Potter out, who is the manager whom you have put into your variable, and how much is the percentage?
Sam Allardyce, and we win the Champions League with 4-4-2.
Sam Allardyce.
Let's go. Well, shit, if we're going to play
I-
this way, might as well bring in Sam Allardyce.
I wished I could bring in Gus Hiddink.
No.
Big
I've
Sam.
He won us the FA Cup. Come on, he won the FA Cup in
Oh.
3 months.
I've
No,
had enough
no.
of Gus Hiddink as well, man. I'm done with it.
He gave Australia the first ever qualification for the World Cup group stage too.
Yeah.
There you go.
Got a bit of a spot for him for that.
Yeah, of course you do. You do.
Tim Cahill days.
Yeah, Tim Cahill. He was a special player. I remember his goal at the World Cup, the left foot volley. That one.
Yeah, bro. Look, I'm not just saying this because I'm Australian, but he's one of the best examples ever that you don't necessarily need to be tall to be good with a header.
Mm.
That man was short, but he was friggin' phenomenal with headers.
Facts. Winter Surfer, man. What a time. I mean, we've been like this for quite a while. We've scraped a few wins recently, but I've been looking at your tweets recently in the timeline. You've been fuming. You've been fuming quite a lot on and off the pitch. Money Mace.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, he's
I
going.
mean,
So
you should be happy. You should be happy that he's going for sure.
I am. I'm ecstatic. He's going. About time.
Sadiq, you got my substitute in here, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
do
go.
your thing, bro. Do your thing.
Y'all have
Take care,
a good
bro.
one.
See you.
Yeah, man.
Lee.
But yeah, Winter Surfer, let me know, man. Your thoughts. Let's hear this.
So today's partly a problem that's been happening since the 17-18 season, where we can't finish, or we hardly create chances, and then we can't finish. Partly then substitutions. We know the Gallagher one's happening because it's happened the last 3 games. He always brings him on the hour, no matter what. And then the timing of the substitutions. Like, why is Fofana going off? I don't understand that. Fofana doesn't need to go off. He was balling. Do you know what I mean? He brings on Chukwuemeka. He brings on Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Chukwuemeka, and Trevor Chalobah. I mean, those are not. You know, what's the point? Do you know what I mean? It's like, why? What? Kante was on the bench, right? Just give him 10 minutes, something like that. Do you know what I mean? Just give him 10 minutes. He's not been picked by France, which is a good thing. And then he's not playing for another two and a bit weeks, right? Whatever, 2 weeks. Just bring him on 10 minutes. You want to shore it up. I mean, was Chalobah? Did Chalobah come on to play in the centre or play where Fofana did? Because I got confused where he was, because obviously he was either out of position or Koulibaly was. The problem I have with Koulibaly is the defending is bad, but the problem is he makes a run for his own back. He goes straight towards the player instead of going on an angle of where the run's going. If you go straight towards someone and they're already in their own one, you're not going to do much apart from maybe give away a penalty, or they're going to score. But it's just you want. That's why I didn't get gassed over those last 3 games, because 3 games doesn't mean anything. Like, in terms of like, okay, now go 10 games, go 20 games, something like that, and it's just not good. I mean, I'm really glad Joao Felix scored, because I'll tell you right now, if he hadn't scored, he should be getting the same criticism as Havertz and Mount get, because I think it's like 2 goals in 10 games, like no assist, something like that. So he should get the same amount as they get, right?
But don't you feel in those games that he's done a lot more? I've seen a lot more from him and his overall game.
Okay, but it's on the sheets. You go, what is he doing? Do you know what I mean? And I think this is a type of game for this the way it's set up that cries out for a number 9. Do you know what I mean? A big-bodied number 9 in there because whatever, I don't care. I am that desperate. But the thing is, if you want to play, you can't in these type of games. You can't always play with Kai and Joao because they're essentially want to do the same sort of thing. They want to drop a bit deeper, carry the ball or something like that.
What do you make of Havertz recently in recent games?
Havertz has been doing well, but today, I know he scored the penalty and that's great. But today, I mean, everyone goes on about one of his great traits is his heading. They were very soft. Very soft headers. I mean, the only one that looked good was because the goalkeeper made it look good. It was really straight at the Everton goalkeeper. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like, and that's the problem. You see, it's like we need someone in there who's just going to take the two defenders and rough them up like a Costa did, like a Drogba did, like an Anelka did, like that. We need someone like that. And it's just, I don't know. It's like we needed that to get to 40 points, then we'd be safe. I think we'll be safe anyway. But we need.
Obe is not considered at all. Broha is injured, and Fofana is getting the games in under 19 or under 21.
All right, well, but he's not even bringing him on. That's the thing. He's not even including him in the squad. Why not include him in the squad? Why couldn't he? He doesn't even have to be good. He just has to cause a bit of distraction or something like that. That's what I just need. You got Kai Havertz up there, and people like I'll call him out. People like Carlito call he's the man because he's done well in 2 or 3 games. No. Do it for another 17 games and we'll call it even for the season, right? Because the previous 20 was crap, right? So don't give me that. That's the problem partly in this fan base. You get 2 or 3 games of someone playing well or perceived to play well, and it's like, yeah, we're doing things. Or like before he scored, Joao Felix was getting bigged up, but what did he really do before he scored, right? He wasn't really doing anything. And even before these games, he wasn't really doing anything. And it's like, I need output now. You know what? Joao Felix would be getting away with a lot more if he had a proper striker to feed off of, right? I think he'd be playing a lot better as well if he had something like that. But we're just not finishing teams off. This should have been comfortable, right? Should have been 2-3-0.
I totally agree with you.
2-3-0, then do the subs, and no one does it. But he's playing like he's coaching like he did at Brighton. You get 1 goal up, and then you see it out. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. It's just I don't know. It seems to be like 1 step forward, 3 steps back. Do you know what I mean? Like
I totally understand that.
Could have signed off today, 4 straight wins.
Yeah.
Everyone goes into international break pissed because it's an international break and not because of Chelsea's performance, right?
Yeah.
And then you come back because after Villa, look at our April. Our April's ridiculous. The fixtures we have. You put in the 2 legs of Real Madrid. I don't know whether we'll beat them. Probably not. It's Real Madrid in the Champions League. But we got we got Brighton, we got Liverpool. City, I think. Oh, maybe not City, but I think we got Arsenal. Brighton,
Arsenal. Yeah.
And Newcastle as well.
Newcastle. Yeah. Oh no, I think Newcastle's last game of the season.
Well, yeah, Newcastle's last one. Yeah.
But April, it's like it's monstrous, right? And it's like today with subs. All right, you want to start Pulisic? I don't know why you want to start Pulisic, but okay. Because especially when we've not played in a week, and Mudryk actually played well last week.
Yeah.
So why not stick with that? Why not stick with that front 3 so they can gel a bit more? Do you know what I mean? Pulisic is not. I'm sorry, I don't care. Pulisic is not. He should not be part of the club's plans in the future. He should be sold in the future. He's not. It's done. But you want to play Pulisic? Did he do okay? He did okay, but what can you name me name me a chance he had or create for himself or create for someone else? No. And it goes the same with the others. It's like I thought Enzo played well again, but he can only do so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I thought Reece actually wasn't very good tonight, like attacking wise.
He's had performances like that over time, but we won't really say anything. Yeah,
I thought Chile was good. I thought he was better with the 2 wing backs. But it's like the subs were just baffling and disappointing, man. It's like you've already bought Gallagher on for Pulisic, fine. Take Joao off and bring or Havertz on and bring on like a Mudryk or something like that. Have an outlet, but you can't then compensate. I mean, the Kepa for the first goal. I'm sorry, he should be coming out and claiming stuff like that. It's just he actually did, but he was too slow.
He hesitated.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So by the time he comes out, he can't affect anything. So he's too slow. So either stay in goal or come out and get it. Don't go like that. Second goal, I've not really seen it. I blame that more on Koulibaly, really. I need to see.
Koulibaly definitely. But Kepa got weak wrists.
Yeah.
You've been saying this since Lampard.
Yeah, I need to see it again before I can probably go. Yeah, he's cost us he played a part in that goal. But it's just how are we getting beaten by? We're a tall team. How are we getting dominated in the air? We're a tall team.
So one thing, right? I just want to first circle back to first point as to the Kai Havertz performance. So when we were looking at Kai Havertz as a generational talent, we had someone called Timo Werner. I mean, we bought him saying that he's a generational talent. Whether you say yes or no, we bought him with the tag saying that he's generational talent. Whether he is justified to the tag or not is something which I don't want to get involved in. But we bought him with that tag. But when we were enjoying Kai Havertz's performance, I want to bring up a point which would support the argument which you have made, saying that Timo Werner used to distract the defenders. Timo Werner used to muscle out or distract. Even the last goal, the Champions League goal, if you see that carefully, Timo used to drive the defenders, split them apart so that Kai Havertz had to deal with only one player. Kai Havertz is not a striker. He's not even a false nine. He's a midfielder, an attacking midfielder. And the thing is, we are putting him in a spot where he's playing like Timo Werner right now. He's the new Timo Werner, if you ask me. And the fan base is split, saying that, oh, Kai is not good. We paid an exorbitant amount of money for someone we thought is a generational talent, but no, you thought he was a generational midfielder, not a generation striker like Haaland or Mbappe, right? So my point is, Kai Havertz, whom I've seen have been scoring goals against slick teams, like if you see Dortmund or Manchester City or even Real Madrid, he was dangerous over there because they are not physical. But against a physical team, he's not doing well as a striker. We got to face that fact. We need a person like Costa, like Drogba, like Giroud, like Broha even was good until he got the injury. Who?
Morata, Tammy Abraham.
Morata was flying. Fernando Torres was better than Morata. Come on, man.
I think they had around the same amount of goals for Chelsea in the end.
I'm not into Morata. Seriously, you gotta sell me Morata.
His hat trick against Stoke. His header, the header against Manchester United was amazing.
I love that.
Andrew, you have to say that was a good goal. The one against
I do. I also remember his miss from 3 yards out, I think against Nottingham Forest in the cup or something.
There you go.
An open goal. Stuff like that. No,
well, folks.
But my point is that we need a proper striker. What Andrew is saying is...
My issue with that is we do. I fear we're going to go for... My fear of going for someone like Osimhen is that he's broken out this season, right? Really, yeah? He really has. And I fear we're going to go for him. Remember, Napoli bought him for 80 million euros. Not 20 million euros, 80 million euros, yeah? And he's only started balling out now. But my fear is that this manager coaches us like we're Brighton. You know what I mean? Like we're Brighton. He coaches us like Brighton. He coaches like Brighton. He retreats instead of going for it, or his subs don't make any. Some of his subs don't make any sense whatsoever. What's the point in bringing on Chukwuemeka when you've already brought on Ruben Loftus-Cheek? Do you know what I mean? It's like, bring on Mudryk, bring on Madueke. Who else? No, Madueke was on the bench. Was he on the bench? I can't remember. Bring on
He was.
Mudryk. Bring on Kante for 10 minutes. Let's see this out. Do you know what I mean? Let's keep. You know what? Let's keep the defense on because the defenders were playing well. You know, or why don't you bring on Cucurella? Do you know what I mean? Take Badaschili off and bring on Cucurella if you're going to do that. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to wrap up, but I just want to say Todd Bowley spoke to Chelsea fan Charlie Patrick, you might have seen on Twitter.
Yeah.
Saying shit fucking day. That's what Todd Bowley said.
Wow. See, that's shit fucking day. But what? We're not going to see anyone who's Potter out's trending. Waste of time. Absolute waste of time. He's not going to go this season whatsoever. Okay. The earliest he will go is after the season if there is a point.
Someone,
yeah, because it will ramp up after we probably get knocked out by Real Madrid, right? It's just we've got a chance against Real Madrid because it's a Champions League and we form in the Champions, but it's Real Madrid, so we've got to be honest. They got Madrid on their side, but it'll ramp up then. Because after that, if you think about it, we have nothing. We are playing walking dead football.
Nothing.
A walking dead football. Because we're not going to. Let's face it, we're not going to get relegated. That's not going to happen now, right? You know what I mean? We should have got to magical 40 points tonight, and then it would have been for certain. You know what I mean? But we're not going to get relegated. This guy's doing a magic trick on the screen right now and going to disappear when he drops that coat, something like that. But you know, it's.
This is an advertisement.
Okay, sorry. I hope, Sadiq, I was about to say, get your finger on the camera thing very quickly, just in case. You know what I mean? Don't be one of those streams. But you know, it's not going to happen. So the earliest it will happen is in the summer if he goes. But even then, you know.
Yeah.
But, anyway,
don't worry, Andrew. It's not worth stress on the Saturday night.
It's not. I'm gonna play a fighting game to de-stress myself. So I'm gonna kill a lot of virtual people.
Which one?
Which one?
I'm either gonna do Grand Theft Auto or I'm gonna play Spider-Man. One of the others. So I'm gonna do that. You know?
Nice.
What about Call of Duty?
You play COD?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Are you still on? Are you playing PS5 or PS4?
PS4.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I ain't played Pro Clubs with you guys in ages.
We haven't played Pro Clubs in ages either. I think we haven't had an actual session this year. Like no streaming. Yeah. And we have some of us have done like a little background thing like online, but we haven't actually done it like this year. So
wow.
So
we need to get back rusty. Into it, man. Next season, maybe.
Next season, yeah.
All right, calm. Guys, I'm going to wrap it here. Thank you, everyone that's tuned in. Andrew, Alfred, Serena, Jesters. Everyone in the comments, thank you very much. Like the video, subscribe. We'll try and do as much content during the international break, even though it's going to be very difficult. But we'll catch you guys very soon, man. Take care.
Guys,
Peace,
take care, subscribe, and buy more stuff from WorldWideChels.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.